In a thunderclap that echoes from Whitehall to every pub in the land, the Supreme Court has unleashed hell on Keir Starmer, commanding the Labour leader to pack his bags and get out. Now. This isn't some polite nudge or a slap on the wrist, it's a full-throated roar from the nation's highest judges, branding him a fraud who gorged on dirty money while preaching purity. The evidence? A gut punch of leaked files that hit primetime screens like a Molotov cocktail, exposing a grubby £4 million slush fund funneled straight into his grip on power. No more smoke and mirrors, this is the raw, ugly truth laid bare, and it's torching everything Starmer touched. The cash trail snakes through the Cayman Islands sleaze pits, a hedge fund wallowing in tax dodges, fossil fuel gouging, arms deals that stink of blood money, and profiteering off privatized sickness. Starmer, the sanctimonious suit who vowed to gut these very vultures, pocketed their filth without a whisper of disclosure. The court didn't mince words. This is a grotesque violation of democratic sanctity, they thundered, shredding Labour's bylaws and UK law in one savage stroke. Step down, or stare down the barrel of criminal probes for abusing public trust. It's not politics as usual, it's a declaration of war on the elite rot festering at the top. Starmer's no victim, he's the villain, caught red-handed, and the judges made damn sure the nation knows it. Westminster exploded in the aftermath, a viper's nest of backstabbing and hysteria. MPs bolted from the Commons like rats from a blaze, dodging hacks' microphones as whispers of doom ricocheted off the walls. Labour's Brewers' Green Bunker turned into a madhouse, staffers hauling shredder-bound docks, emergency huddles dissolving into screamfests, and resignations scribbled in the dead of night. Angela Rayner, the deputy who should be steadying the ship, ghosted every interview, her phone a fortress against the storm. By dusk, the party wasn't plotting a comeback. It was hemorrhaging loyalty, a bloated corpse already rigor mortis stiff. The streets boiled over with righteous rage. Throngs stormed Labour's doors, fist-pumping signs screaming traitor out, and no crown for crooks. Twitter, X, ignited with #StarmerSack, #Courtroom Carnage, and #Cayman Cash Cow, racking up millions of venomous posts. Die-hard Reds, the salt-of-the-earth voters who'd bled for the cause, uploaded clips of membership cards ripped to confetti, howling betrayal into the void. This isn't just Labour's funeral, it's a body blow to the whole rotten system. Pundits howl that lax donation rules are a sieve for sleaze. How many other snakes slithered cash from the shadows? The Tories, those opportunistic hyenas, crowed it's the scandal of the century, while Reform's Richard Tice spat that Starmer pimped out the proles to offshore sharks. Lib Dems, usually milquetoast, piled on, resign, you disgrace, or rot in irrelevance. But the real gut ripper? Labour's own wolves turning feral. Over 50 MPs, backbench firebrands to cabinet wannabes, slapped their names on a leaked torpedo of a letter. You're captaining us straight to the abyss, Keir, jump or we'll shove you. Brutal, unyielding mutiny, with Wes Streeting teetering on defection and Yvette Cooper scheming caretaker plots in smoke-filled rooms. Names buzzed like vultures, Nandy for a quick fix, Rayner if she shakes the stink, even Miliband's ghost for nostalgia's sake. The Corbynite beast momentum unleashed Armageddon online. Starmer's a Judas, out now, or the streets will drag you. Protests detonated in Manchester's rain-slicked alleys, Birmingham's factories, London's snarling crowds, banners slashing hands clean or hands off power. CLPs vomited no-confidence votes like bile, WhatsApp chains fracturing into insult-slinging battlegrounds. The party's spine? Snapped clean. Opposition sharks smelled chum and frenzied. Sunak's crew branded Labour too toxic to touch, a divine windfall in their endless culture war. Farage, that pint-swilling provocateur, thundered from podiums. Labour's a cop's factory for conmen, Starmer quits or history wipes him like yesterday's sick. Lib Dems bayed for an electoral commission bloodbath, sniffing more maggots in the funding apple. And the unions? The ironclad allies who'd bankrolled Labour's wars for generations? Unite dropped the hammer. No more dush for a den of thieves. McCluskey's ghost sneered, we're no ATM for frauds and fancy ties. Without their war chests and foot soldiers, Labour's election dreams? Dead meat, starved and staggering. Starmer? The coward at the eye, mute as a grave. Blindsided by the court's blitzkrieg, he'd banked on endless appeals, not this instant eviction. His bunker fractured into scream matches. Loyalists begged for a dignified dive, diehard screamed for a defiant broadcast. Nothing. No address, no grovel, not a goddamn emoji. His hush? A self-inflicted wound, screaming guilt to a baying public. Polls? A massacre, 73% demand he scarper, even 48% of his own tribe. Petitions surged to yank his knighthood, branding him a badge on a backstabber. Supporters? Deserting in droves, pledging votes to phantoms or fire sales. Day 3's hearings? Pure dynamite. The justices didn't just rule, they eviscerated, calling his premiership a poison seeping into democracy's veins. Crowds swelled to tidal waves outside, roars of "Resign, you thief," drowning out traffic. Farage gloated of corruption's crucifixion, Tice sneered at the dictator's death rattle. Inside, cabinet quislings drafted exit notes, rebels plotted mass walkouts. Number 10? A tomb, Starmer barricaded, spurning pleas for a peep. The PM's void? Catastrophic. Government stalls, whispers of EU fury and royal jitters swirl. Rumors fester, flight plans to exile, immunity bribes, buried pacts with oligarchs. Perception? His fleeing justice, a cornered rat gnawing his tail. Parliament preps the kill shot, no confidence guillotine, greased by Tory reform Labour renegades. Starmer's legitimacy? Vaporized. Cling on? He'll drag Britain into abyss, a constitutional bonfire where rule of law devours the ruled. This humiliation streams global. CNN dubs it Empire's Eclipse 2.0, Al Jazeera the sceptred Isles sordid unraveling. Hashtags blaze worldwide, Brits glued to screens for the spark that topples him. Britain teeters on a knife's edge, fury forging a forge for reckoning. Starmer's not just fallen. His flattened, a symbol of elite impunity crushed under judicial boot. Ignore this? Democracy dies in the dark. The clock hammers, resign or reignite the inferno. The people, once duped, now demand blood. And in this cauldron, no one's safe, not the party, not the palace of power. The endgame's here, brutal and unyielding. Starmer's legacy? Ashes. Britain's future? Ours to claw back, tooth and nail. Word count, 812.